Hello, welcome to another celestial reading by Celeste. I hope you're doing lovely on this beautiful, timeless message. If it's found you, then I know this is meant for you because this is a very special time we're heading into, and it's going to be eclipse season, so big changes are happening, big endings are happening, and new beginnings are emerging. And since it is Leo season at the time of this recording, I do believe this message that I found in an old journal entry. I'm rearranging things, and this is like, I don't know, you probably also have a bunch of half-written journals, and finally, will find random notes in them, and from all different times they're kind of like scattered. And so I picked up this journal while I'm moving, and it's from February 1st, 2026, with the full moon in Leo. So I randomly flipped to it, and I think this message is definitely for you. So I'm just gonna read what it is. I release self-censorship. I release restrictions on my communication. I allow myself to show up imperfectly. I allow myself to be complicated. I allow others to take time to fully understand me. I allow myself to say things wrong. I allow myself to disappoint others. I allow myself to say what is in my head to better understand my thoughts, to allow them to be seen, to allow them to be held, to reprogram the ones that do not serve me. The only way they can be released is to release them. Ashe. So, I believe the individual that I am speaking to is one that is releasing perfection. You, and this has been a message coming in strongly, need to show up and let it be imperfect. Let it be genuine, let it be true, let it be you. You need to allow us as people to stretch our minds, to be uncomfortable, to be disappointed, to be alone with those thoughts of whatever your existence triggers. When you show up as only part of yourself, you continue to feed into a system and into a society that is sick, that is wrong, and that promotes unnatural behavior. We need to be challenged. We need to have people that contradict our beliefs. We need to have people that show up differently, that show up authentically, that allow us to expand our minds, allow us to open our hearts. And with that, I think we should go into some oracle cards and some tarot. Cleanse the space with some beautiful gifts of buffalo. Smells delicious. Get this deck. And this is like my favorite deck. It's from my mom, who fully embraces me and accepts me and allows me to be however I need to be. I cleanse the energy. I call upon the angels and spirit guides of divine light, of divine love, to guide this message in a way the collective will understand. Sisterhood of reciprocity. Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful that card is. Hand in hand, you will find your people along the way of losing the others. You will find those that will dance with you and accept you as you are. I realized myself that I am someone that needs a lot of patience. I need people that are very understanding, very patient, because I am very soft spoken in a lot of ways, and a lot of ways I will censor myself. So people that I belong with are those that can be quiet in periods of time, that can ask questions, that can encourage me to speak up, that do not lash out, that aren't reactive, emotionally charged first. I need people in my life that can hold whatever misunderstandings they have without lashing it out on me and projecting it. And that's just what I need. And before, I thought, I was kind of like weak, maybe I was just wrong because I'm more quiet, I'm more introverted in a lot of ways. And confirmation burp. And it took some period of being alone, a lot of time, to realize what kind of energies I wanted in my circle. And then I started to attract people that were exactly like that, that never pushed my boundaries, never pushed me into being someone that I don't want to be. I am naturally a gentle, quiet person, and that's just who I am at a default. And I like people that, enjoy that. And I don't want to feel like I'm being like boring or I'm not being enough, because I'm being enough in my own way. And I believe you're also going through that. Maybe you've had to shed a lot of people, a lot of relationships from your life, because not necessarily because anyone was wrong or bad or anything, but you just kept living in a cycle of misunderstanding. And if you're always surrounded by people that want you to be more of something that you're not, instead of embracing what strengths you bring to the table, what strengths you are. And strong is not always strong in the same sense, being able to be strong in solitude, being able to be strong in quietness, being able to be strong and confrontational. These are all different forms of strength and all deserve to be cherished. However, they don't always all have to coexist. You can exist in your own beauty, in your own grace, and find the sisterhood that embraces you. I don't expect everyone I encounter to embrace tarot or spirituality or anything of that sort, but it makes it extra special when people do. And I believe that's the season you're turning into and emerging into, is a season of you have shed what does not blossom with you, and are attracting the energies in your life that will celebrate you, that love your energy. You're special. You're beautiful. You're sweet. I see like a gentle flower, a daisy is coming into my mind, blossoming and just needing the correct and beautiful environment to truly be cherished. And these two fell out at the same time, which is Empress of Pleasure. I love these cards. And the Judgment. What has been wronged will be right. Libra energy, I feel, and Taurus, very Venusian. The Empress of Pleasure does not try to be anything that she is not. She sits back in her energy and allows the garden to blossom around her. You don't have to bust your back and earn and prove every beautiful thing in your life. If you strip it all the way down, the most beautiful sweet moments come from the simplest of experiences. Really smelling beautiful fresh air, eating a delicious ripe seasonal fruit, jumping into a nice stream, listening to the cool breeze through the branches. These are all simple but extremely luxurious, pleasurable experiences. And if you strip it all back and find what is meant to bring you pleasure, allow yourself to sit into that, soak into it. Do not have to force an experience to feel good. You experience life, and if it's aligned with you, it feels good. But you can, two people can have the same great pleasurable experience, by definition, and have two completely different experiences. You and what brings you your own desires is the energy you're slipping into. The days of busting your butt and trying hard to make things fit, to make yourself fit, are just over. Like, that is done. The Judge. The Judge. 21. The Judge says, what has been wronged will be right. I keep going back to this energy, and I feel like because even I wore this, which I don't normally wear pink, but I feel like I'm talking to someone that's very sweet, someone that's very gentle, someone that's very... The thing that comes into my head has been walked on. I feel like you've been walked on. And that's not to be offensive. It's just 12-12. 12-12 could be significant. You Sagittarius. But you've been someone that has allowed energies to take more than they deserve. And it's, it's unfortunate because sweet things should just exist, but the sweetest of things get taken the most and exploited a lot of the times. So I feel as though you're stepping into a season of allowing yourself to be sweet. And the way that you can allow yourself to be sweet is by protecting yourself and your sweetness above other people's feelings. And other people's feelings have often manipulated you and made you feel as though you needed to be sweeter, give more, do more, be more. Be more compliant, be more obedient, be more whatever anyone needs you to be. The Judge says those days are done, and those who have taken more than they deserved are getting a lesson as well. So, my beautiful, sweet soul, you have a heart of an angel, and you're most likely an earth angel, meant to be here and spread your sweetness and your light. You have learned the hard lesson of giving yourself, and you have learned protection, and now you're in an era where you're attracting the beauty that you deserve and the sweetness. Look at those beautiful, they're both wearing that blue, nice blue, baby blue dress. I'm feeling pastels, baby blues, baby pinks, very sweet and gentle. And you deserve to be able to be that authentically. And this world will try to harden you and make you cruel in all types of ways. And you are strong because you have maintained your integrity. I'm gonna move into a couple of oracle or tarot to clarify this further and see what energy you're in. cleanse the energy. Spirit guides, what's the current energy for this collective? 7 of Swords. Yeah, you've had people wrong you. You've had people wrong you, do you dirty, put you through the ringer, stab you in the back. What's crossing this? 4 of Swords. Waiting period's over. You're done. You're done being in the mentality of betrayal, being in the mentality of heartbreak. You're ready to step out of that energy. You understand that if you protect yourself with boundaries and you honor those boundaries above all else, you can overcome the deceit, the manipulation, the betrayals, the dirty workers that come into your life and try to see what they can get from you. Queen of Swords. Ooh, you're not playing around. You are done with letting people walk all over you. The Queen of Swords don't play. She don't play. The Queen of Swords says what needs to be said and does what needs to be done. On the bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, about that listening and honoring that spirit inside of you, and knowing that being gentle, being sweet in a world like this comes from unimaginable strength and integrity and honor to your spirit. And you realize that. And you're like, holy guacamole, how could I even let anyone play with me like that? Like, you blocked, I'm seeing blocked, bye, sorry, not sorry, the door, find it, leave, I'ma lock it. You're not allowed, and I don't care. Energy coming in. 8 of Pentacles. You're turning that energy into yourself. And 10 of Pentacles. Can I get an amen? Energy coming in. You, all that energy that you could provide to others, all that energy that you could freely and easily and lovingly give to others, you're pouring into yourself. You're pouring in and you're working towards you. What brings you joy? What gives you light? How you would treat the people in which you would always put up on a pedestal and, work to appease them. Now you're doing all that work towards yourself. And that is going to bring you long-lasting legacy. This is generational wealth. This is you, everything. What has been wronged will be right. Everything. Keep honoring yourself. Keep pouring into yourself, building into yourself. And if people are mad about it, if people are trying that have wronged you, if they're trying, just leave them, block them. You have done enough. Be so serious about yourself. Do not play about yourself. Maintain those boundaries about yourself because you deserve it. You deserve your sweetness. You deserve your generosity. You deserve your light. You deserve that. You deserve to be in your energy and build from your energy, and not everyone else that is just trying to get a piece and see how far they can take and see how much they can take and see how much more and how much more. Oh my gosh, this is the never-ending light. They just got all the light. I could just keep going and going and going, and they still bounce back. They still love me. They still care for me. No, Those days are done. That is now to yourself. All that energy. I still love me. I'm so generous with myself. I give to myself. I can keep giving myself. I am a never-ending pool of divine light and grace and love. It is inevitable that if you turn that towards yourself, legacy. If you think of every single person that you had let dog walk you or put you through the ringer, and all those graces and chances and love and unconditional love that you could give people that you know didn't deserve it now, imagine you did that for yourself, gave that to yourself. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. Can I get a final tarot for the collective to end the reading? Options. Seven of Pentacles. Options. Options. Pentacle, pentacle, pentacle. Sword, sword, sword. Air or earth? I was feeling that. Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius. You gonna have options. You just need to pour into yourself. Don't get caught up in the overthinking though. Should I do this? Should I be this? Just keep pouring into yourself and the answers will appear. If you need help, pray on it. Write a journal to yourself. Write a message to yourself. As in I did. I can look back and see what I was feeling. I wanted to speak up, to release self-censorship. Write to yourself. You have all the answers within. Don't get caught up in self-doubt, in self-shame. You got it. And you're attracting all the beautiful blessings that you deserve. Past due. I'm saying it's past due. So keep holding strong onto your boundaries. Pour into yourself. You deserve it.